When you come to your furnace, you turn on the power. Then the PV will show your recently temperature inside the furnace. SV will show 0. This SV, normal condition is show as 0, but if you didn't click the stop last time, the SV will show your last setting value, which is your last target. Will face the problem as you reported to us, that the temperature rise much higher than your setting. Your setting value is 300, but your temperature rise to 550. It's because you didn't switch off, follow the SOP. Then the SV memories as your last program, but you didn't find. When your new program sent, you didn't realize that the setting value still follow your last program, not your new program. So your new program was not run as you imagined. I will introduce how to send the program. When you turn on the page, you click the set key. Then there will be P0. This one you can increase to send program 1 and program 2. So total is 30 grams you can send. So you click 1, then its first program you will send. Its first temperature, P1 is indicate the temperature. You're going to left and right to choose the position. Maximum is 1000, but you don't use 1000. Maximum you can use 950. Then after you send the temperature, you go into P2. P2 is the time. Unit is a minute. That is your meeting time for your program. Then you go into P3. P3 is the percentage of the heating power. This one control the heating rate of the temperature rise. So if you want your heating rate going faster, then you send this value to 70. 70 means 70% of the total power. But when you send the value higher, the heating speed higher, when it's reached to the setting point, and the residue inside the furnace is also higher. So your temperature will got error when it's reached to the setting point. Higher the P3, higher the error. It may be rise about 10% to 20% more than your setting value. That is all correct. But don't worry. Then you just wait. The heating will stopped when it rises to the heating point, but the residue will increase the temperature slightly higher than your setting value. Then it will cooling down until it's reached to your setting point. Then it will maintain. And if you would like the accuracy to maintain higher, you can send P3 in smaller. After you finish sending, you just wait, then it will return back to main page. Let's come to send again. Click send, then P1, send the temperature, use this to choose the position, up, down to increase the temperature and decrease the temperature, P2 to send the time, also use this to select the position, up, down to send the value. After you finish sending, send the power, use this one, up and down to send the power percentage. After you finish, you click again, then you choose P2, you can send your program 2. Same as your program 2, send the temperature, send the time, send the power. If you only have one program, you send everybody to 0. Then you go into your third program, do the same thing, click enter, then send the temperature, send the time, and send the power percentage. After you finish all the setting, you just wait until it returns to the main page. After it returns to the main page, you can click this one to start the heating. And you can see this yellow light is turned on. Then the temperature will start to rise. When the temperature rises to your target temperature, the heating power will switch off, follow the temperature higher or lower than it's maintained. And when the temperature rises to your setting point, this one will start to flash. That indicator for the temperature rise to your target. And you must carefully read this SOP to control the switch illegally. For example, if at this moment I switch off the power directly, this is not correct, because when I switch off my power like this, that 300 will be memorized. So you can see when I turn on the power, the 300 will be memorized here. Even you set the new temperature, it will still memorize as 300. At this moment, you need to click switch off first and go into the new. Then you start your new program, your recent program. Then it's correct. If your program already finished run, then it's okay, you can switch off. But if your program is not finished run, you click stop first, then you turn off the power. But every time when you start to run the system, double check this value, whether it's same as your setting point. If it's not same as your setting point, that means maybe the temperature memorized in the meter is based on your last program, which is led by an illegal switch off for your colleagues or other user. You can just stop it and start it to turn on your new program.